Hello and welcome! Today we are going to be doing opening reactions. This one is to Gintama. So this show is a show that I haven't seen, otherwise obviously I wouldn't be doing opening reactions to it. It is a show that I kind of don't know a crazy amount about. I think this is only going to be a one-parter. I think I'm going to try to put all the OPs 1 to 21 I believe there are, into a single video. So hopefully that all works out. But this series, what I know about it, I think it's a comedy show. I have seen a couple clips of it. The main clip that I've seen is the big meme clip that went around of the characters talking about anime filler and why exactly anime does filler, and how a lot of the time they're stalling for time so that the manga can catch up and such. So I've seen that clip. It was a very funny clip and actually interesting as well. I've seen that several times over the years because people post it a lot when people talk about anime filler. Other than that, I really don't know that much about the show. I feel like it's like kind of action oriented, but I don't know that for sure, and I can't imagine it. You know, whenever I see clips of the show, it's characters standing around talking, so that's kind of just all I imagine the show to be. But I'm sure it's a pretty long show. I'm sure there's more than just that. But I really don't know what it's about, what the point of it is. So maybe I'll get a little taste of that while we're watching these OPs. But yeah, so there are 21 OPs. I've never seen any of them. Maybe I would have heard some of the songs before just from osmosis, or I play some anime rhythm games and stuff, so maybe if there's covers of them in those games, maybe I've heard them then, but otherwise I probably won't know what these are. So yeah, we're going to be getting into it. If you want to watch the full-length reaction, as in, because this video is going to be edited down for both copyright and attention span reasons, if you want to watch the full-length reaction with all of my little facial expressions and noises and everything, it will be on my Patreon account, which is in the description below. You can go check that out, and you can sync it up with the video that I'm using. But otherwise, you can stay right here. There's a lot of other stuff on my Patreon that's super worth it as well. And my YouTube channel in general, I hope that you enjoy this video, but also if you do enjoy it and you want to see more of my types of reactions, I have a lot of reactions on this channel, mostly to different anime and TV shows. I really shine when it comes to episodic stuff, so make sure to, if there's a TV show that you like and you see that I reacted to it, go check out that reaction and see if you like it. I hope you can stick around on this channel a little bit longer. I always love having new people on this channel. I love reading your comments, so feel free to make sure to do that. And support the video as much as you can, just so you can help me out, you know, so I can help me grow a little bit, and hopefully I can provide better entertainment for you. So we're going to jump into Gintama openings, and yeah, we're just going to start with the first one. I'm watching the official Crunchyroll source, and the first one is called Prey. So here we go, Gintama opening 1. Okay. Oh, it's slightly English. Whoa, that's a big puppy. Or is it a cat? I can't tell. Okay. I recognize some of these characters. Mostly the main character. Hey baby, why? Great. He's got a sword, so I imagine there's some action. He's fighting the undead? Oh, I like the song. I like female vocals for OPs as well. What the fuck? What's a duck? And there's I think it's a dog. Yeah, it looks like a dog. Okay, yeah, pretty good first OP. Nothing like crazy. It was mostly what you'd expect from an OP. But I mean, honestly, when did this come out? Because I kind of expected it to look and feel even older than that. But I guess not. I don't know when Gintama actually started. I kind of just imagined it was like quite old. But all right, yeah, very nice. I've got a little bit of a feel for it now. It does seem to be kind of action oriented, but I do think there's some heavy comedy in there. Anyway, let's jump into the second OP. This one is called Toi Nioi. You know, I'm normally good at Japanese pronunciations, but when it's got that many vowels, it has 6 vowels to 2 consonants. Oh my god. All right, here we go. I like the little doo on the piano at the start. Ooh. bit more chill. It does feel like a road trip song, which with them on the road. Ooh. I like the strings that are back there. They're very nice. Ooh, that character looks cool. Pirate ships! Like spaceships. I like the song, actually. I really like it. Okay. The main character's got a very bored face. Ooh, I like the way this song's ending. It's weird that the visuals aren't changing, but okay, yeah, no, I liked that. I think it was a little strange how it was just like a freeze frame basically for that whole like last bit of music, which was, I really liked that last bit of music, you know, it felt like they're having fun there. I liked that song overall, actually. It was a kind of nice and chill song, but very entertaining. I liked a lot of the musical choices and like the background of the instrumental. Yeah, that was very nice. I liked it. Okay, we're just gonna move right on to the next one. This one is called Giniro no Sora, something sky. I don't know what Giniro means, but Sora generally means sky. So, yeah, we're gonna jump into this. Ooh, this is starting off energetic. So he just takes the scooter everywhere, does he? Nah, the puppy. Alright. Ooh. I kind of like a lot of the designs. Even though they're kind of simple, I kind of like them. Oh, except that one's not simple. What the fuck? And I don't know what's with all the big animals. Red balloon. Is that a wooden sword he's got? I didn't see the blade. It just looks like wood. Does he fight with a wooden sword? Nice. Yeah, I was solid. I feel like I'm getting a better impression of these three main characters and their like personalities and such. Or four main characters, I guess, if you count the dog. And if it ends up not being a dog, I'm just gonna call it a dog for the rest of this video. And if it's like it ends up being a fox or a cat or whatever, I don't care. But it looks like a dog. But yeah, no, I'm getting a good vibe for their personalities. I think main character seems, from my guess, from what I've seen so far, the main character seems like he's passionate about certain things, but generally speaks very monotonously and is has quite like a bored expression a lot of the time. The dude with the glasses is probably kind of the straight man of the group. Like he's the everyman. He'll be the one shocked by things that are going on, and you know, he's kind of like, I bet he's mostly kind of the weakest out of all of them if it comes to fighting or whatever. But then, I don't know, maybe there are like moments when he really stands out. Maybe he's like a Zenitsu type character in terms of him being kind of seemingly useless up until the point where he's super useful, you know? And the girl seems to just enjoy life and like to relax and probably likes food a lot, because I saw her like with the rice cooker and she's eating something here. I can't tell what it is. And she seems to be like goofing around a lot in a lot of these things, doing like hopscotch and stuff. So she's a bit of a goofy one, likes to have fun, likes to relax, and she's got a pet big dog, I imagine. So yeah, let's just jump right into this next one. It is called Kasanaru Kage. So yeah, Kage I think means shadow, right? So yeah, anyway, let's jump into this next one. This is OP4. Ooh, I already like this. I like quick female vocals. Oh, I really like it. Yeah. Yep. This is great. Oh no. Is she at a grave? Is this a bit of a sadder season, maybe? I mean, it might not be in seasons, but sad arc. Oh my god, what her clothes fell off and transformed. Hearts Grow did this song. Oh, I like that character. Sorry? Did he just light his cigarette with a mustard bottle or something? Looking into the sunset again. Or sunrise. Okay, that OP sort of started like the song stayed energetic the whole time, but the OP started in sort of a sad place. It looks like the characters were very reflective, but it seemed to end with, you know, the sun rising and then becoming, I don't know, more at peace, relaxed. So yeah, I feel like there might be more serious stuff going on in that arc, but who knows? I do really like seeing the side characters though. Anyway, jumping on to the next one. This one's called Don-ten. Every OP starts with a scooter and the dog. They're always going down the same road. Oh, this one's much more intense. Oh yeah, significantly more intense. There's okay, so we're seeing these side characters reoccurring. They might be villains, but I can't tell. I doubt that Eye Patch Girl's a villain. She seems like a sensei. Wow, there's a lot of action here. Oh, bloody action. Whoa! That's a lot of blood. That looks like his past, maybe. Okay, there's no sunrise there this time. It seems Gintama openings have a bit of a theme to them, you know, like starting the OP with them like riding through the city and ending the OP with them like looking out on a landscape. But yeah, we got some cool stuff in there. I liked the little action scene there. With like, it was a lot of blood in it with the sword fighting and all that, but it looked, the way it was lit and the way they framed it, it seemed like it might have been the main character's past. Maybe that he's ashamed of because it was so brutal and violent and such, but I don't know. All right, the next one is called Anata Magic. Anata generally means you, like you magic, like you are magic maybe. I don't know. Let's start it. Whoa, look at that panning shot. Spun around him so much, made me dizzy. Okay, they're on the scooter again. Oh, he was annoying him. Nah. What the hell is with the animal here, dude? Oh, Jesus! She's dead. Okay, I'm curious about the duck guy. Aw. Aw, that's cute. I like the Eye Patch Girl. Oh my god, those are villains. And now they're looking out at the moon. Cool. I kind of like the consistency of the theming in these OPs, of them like driving at the start and looking at a landscape at the end. I think it's cool, like seeing the different ways they do it. So now they're looking at like this huge moon at night. Like that's kind of cool. I also feel like when I watch shows OPs like this, I see a lot of like new side characters pop up in each OP, and I'm always like, okay, well these are, you know, there's a 1,000 new side characters in this arc or whatever. But it seems like most of these side characters that I'm seeing them consistently. So I think there's just like a big ensemble cast, but they don't like keep changing it. We keep following their stories maybe. I wonder how much it like cuts away from the main group and goes to other people, because there's also like the dude with the big duck, right? And I don't think that we're ever really seeing him with the main three, so he's doing his own thing. Is he a villain? Can a villain have like a big duck like that? Can you be that much of a villain with a gigantic duck beside you, you know? So I don't know. I feel like he's more of a, I don't know, he's doing his own thing. He's somewhere else, but I really have no idea. So yeah, let's just jump into the next one. Next one is called Stairway Generation. Okay, I can read that. That's just in English. Starting with some bass. Ooh. I like that little guitar riff. He's being chased. I bet he doesn't pay his rent, and that's his landlord. Oh my god! They're trying to kill him, though. Okay, I don't think he's a villain, the duck guy. And she's in love with him. Okay, makes sense. These two are always goofing around. Oh, these seem like some new characters. Some of them. Not all of them, but... There's the eye patch girl and her friend. Or lover. But I doubt it. It's Japan. Baseball Bear. That's an interesting name for your music group. This time it's ending with them on the road. Ah, alright. Alright, they changed up the styling a bit with ending with them going down the road instead of starting with it. Because, yeah, the start was him running away from all those people. Very interesting. Okay. It's becoming clear to me now that this will only be part one of 2 parts, because I forgot how much I talk between these OPs and how exhausting that can be. So yeah, this is going to be part 1. But we're not done yet. I'm still going to do several more. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Wait, did I count that wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I didn't. So that was OP 7. So we'll be going until OP like 11, I think. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. Light Infection. Yeah. This one's cool. Oh, I like his voice. I'm really enjoying his voice. This is cool. This guy did a lot of training as he was growing up. Maybe he's a student of the main character. They have like a Saitama Genos relationship. There's Eye Patch Lady. Prague is the name of this music group. Oh, Jesus! His glare turned evil quick. Oh. Wow, this is quite long focusing on him. Is that the main character in this past? And they would... Wow! That one just ended so suddenly and went to the loudest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. What is this, a Christopher Nolan movie? It just ended halfway through, like, through a note. Oh my gosh. Well, that one ended with them driving again. That was nice. That was cool. I like... It's interesting seeing the villains are quite interesting looking, I think. Because, you know, I'll look at a character, I'll be like, oh, that kind of looks like a villain. And then they'll, like, do an evil grin at the screen. I'll be like, oh, no, they're a villain. They're definitely a villain. So, yeah, I think the reoccurring characters that we're seeing a lot aren't villains. They're just side characters, I imagine. Maybe the group with the guy who was smoking with the mustard bottle or whatever, maybe they were villains, and I don't think we're seeing them as much anymore. Maybe we are. It's kind of hard for me to remember these characters and who they are, having only seen them for the blink of an eye. But I feel like we haven't seen them in these latest OPs, so maybe they were the villains and they were defeated, and now we're moving on to new villains. I don't know. Okay, next one. Togenkyo Alien. That smile was funny. Oh, they all have the smile. Oh, this one's energetic. Oh my god, he eats a lot. Bow, bow, bow. Aww. Okay, Is that purple-haired girl the one that's in love with the main character? There's the guy with the cigarette. Is she a musician, the purple-haired girl? Or is that a different one? Okay, they are. I think they might be villains, though. They were attacking the main character. It keeps showing these scenes. Does his past haunt him that much? I like the song. Wow, the song's really cool. Alright, that was great. I wonder... Okay, so I said those guys, I think the cigarette dude and his crew were villains. And then... But, like, my reasoning for that was they weren't showing up. But now they're showing up, but I still think they're villains. But my guess is that they're not, like, villains. They're like Team Rocket, I guess. You know? Where it's like they're just kind of... the goofy squad that follows them and has their hijinks and tries to stop them or whatever, but they're not that serious a threat. That's the vibe that I got from these OPs from them. But the serious threats, the dangerous and scary ones, is like that dude that keeps giving the really evil glare, and maybe some of the people from his past. I imagine that is his past that they keep like flashing back to in these OPs. So maybe some of those people as well. All right, the next one is called Dilemma. Sorry about the barking. It's the big dog from Gintama. That's who's barking right now. I like this scenery. I like the colors of this OP. Yeah, look how nice that looks. I also like this girl's voice. Oh yeah, it totally looks like his past. All these memories he's having. Oh, this is a cool sequence. That's such a cool sequence. I like that. Ecosystem. Okay. This is a cool sequence as well. Damn. Now they're looking out at the landscape again. Oh, it's got this red text again. Okay, that doesn't look like that was officially part of the OP. That bit of it. I liked that. I liked that that a lot. In fact, that might have been one of my favorites. I think the song was great, and I think the visuals of that one were really nice. Several parts of it. I liked the colors at the start of like the especially of the city behind them, like the actual background coloring was really beautiful. I think they do that a lot with Japanese like cities at night, is they'll color it in that really like vibrant way, because that is kind of like, if you see like really beautiful photography of like certain parts of Japan at night, that is sometimes what it looks like, and it's really cool looking. So I really liked that. But I also liked, you know, him standing in the elevator, and there was like all the, I assume, memories, like the ghosts of those memories behind him back to back that were like every time he passed it changed and stuff. That's a really cool idea. And then there's that like black and white fight sequence they had. This OP had a lot of inspiration to it. Like, it was a very inspired OP. I liked it. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That was OP 10. All right. So we're going to now move on to OP 11, which will be the final one that I do in this video. If you want to see the part 2 to this, make sure to let me know in the comments below so that I know that people want it. Okay, they're driving across the road again. Okay, it looks like we're back to more relaxed stuff going on now. Yeah, that woman's still in love with him. I imagine that's not going to change for the entire series. Oh, there's all those characters. Ooh. Yeah, good chorus. Yeah, really nice chorus. Oh, it's getting more serious the further this goes on. And they're driving again. Ended it by driving towards that big building. Alright, okay, that's where we're going to stop the Gintama OPs for today. So let me go to the discussion. Very nice. I really had a good time there. I liked those OPs that we saw so far. I am excited to see the last 10 OPs. Hopefully I'll be able to do another video where I do that. Make sure to let me know if that is what you want to see in the comments below. Also, you can tell me like what your favorite OP is out of the ones that I've seen so far, and what you like about the show and such. I always like hearing that, because tend to get a lot of passionate people for different shows when I do these OP reactions who really try to tell me what they think is great about the show and what makes it special. So make sure to do that. But yeah, I mean, I can totally see the type of show this is now. I feel like it seems like one of those shows where like I think there's probably an actual story going on, like a serious story that is progressing in this, but there also seems like there's probably a lot of characters that have their own like gimmicks and gags going on a lot of the time, and certain characters that are probably like entirely that gag. Like I imagine the purple-haired girl who seems to be in love with the main character, I bet you every single time she's on screen, that's the entire purpose of her being on screen, is like professing her love for the main character, right? That seems like that is the kind of thing that happens in shows like this a lot. It's kind of hit or miss for me. I guess like most of the time I wish there was more to characters than that. I like characters having their own like running jokes and stuff, but I don't want to be able to predict. Like, I think when there's a gag character that their character is defined by one joke, I think the problem with that is that I don't find the joke as funny because as soon as they come on screen, I know what the punchline is of the scene, you know? But if there's a character that they have an actual personality, they're an actual part of the show, but they also happen to have a running joke or two that sometimes will come up in their scenes, I find that a lot funnier and a lot more you know, relatable and interesting and just generally funny, just because it feels like it can come out of nowhere there, you know? I think Kaguya-sama does that quite well. There's a lot of characters in that show, and sometimes the side characters that have their own like little jokes and running jokes that they've got going on, they also tend to have real personalities as well, and they tend to be super interesting, and sometimes their role in the scene is actually to be supportive or to give genuine advice or whatever, and then when their joke does come out, it's all the more funny because it was slipped into the scene when I wasn't expecting it. But yeah, anyway, I'm not saying that's what this show is necessarily because I haven't seen this show. It just reminded me of that from seeing like characters that are doing the same thing in a lot of these OPs. But also some shows, they make it work. So like maybe that is the case with this show, but it is also funny because they make it funny. Good writing can kind of make anything work. So who knows? But anyway, that's the first half of the Gintama openings. I hope you enjoyed them. I definitely did. I loved them. The music was consistently good, actually, and the visuals were consistently pretty nice as well. I had no real complaints about these OPs. Like I think they were just pretty solid and consistent. I wouldn't be sad with any of these OPs at the start of my show, you know? So, yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. Please support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account if you want full-length, early access, exclusive videos, and there's a VIP tier where you can request a reaction, and I will do it. You can check the rules of that in the VIP tier on my Patreon account. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.